What's up, guys? Good Saturday morning or Friday night, wherever you are. Ben's man has already read the title, and he says, "If I'm lucky, I won't have that problem." Yeah, me too, man. That goes for all of us for sure. Staying lucky in that department is always a good thing. What's up, Ross? I hear you. So I don't know why you don't. You're supposed to have a permanent wrench. I don't know why you don't have it. Jim, what's up, my friend? Good to see you this morning. I'm going to throw you a wrench in there, and I will throw more as people come online. Basically, what I'm going to do for about the first, I don't know. Hey, Frank, good to see you. Yeah, we definitely don't want to hold. Let that one go. I've been good, man. Stuck in Florida. Good morning to you. Let me get my wrench out to you. Danny, what's up? What's up, bro? Title had me intrigued. Yeah, it's going to be an intriguing discussion because I'm going to talk specifically about me. You need to set it in YouTube Studio. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm using Studio Classic. Tommy, good morning. Paul, good morning. Anon, good morning. Mr. I call him CA, DoMoreLife. Roger, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. So what I want to do is I want to talk about what's happened to me. You guys know that I had this sort of, let me preface this by saying something here. What's up, good more height? There's my wrench to drop. Add moderator. Good. All right, so now I got all my wrench people in here. Mark, you gotta go, man. That's disgusting. Yeah, he's hidden forever. Yeah, I did set wrenches permanent in studio, Ross. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why you always had one, but for some reason that's going back and forth. It won't let me keep them. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, let me start this by saying this is not directed at Thai nationals or the Filipinas or anybody in Southeast Asia, Vietnamese women, whatever the case may be. It's not directed at any one set type of nationality. That's not what I'm trying to do here. My experience has been with a Thai woman, and the relationship became toxic. But I want to tell you how it became toxic, and I want to tell you what I'm doing to get around it and what I'm doing to get over it. As many of you know, last year about this time, I met a girl, absolutely wonderful girl, wonderful. Really couldn't ask for a better person in terms of personality and character. But she decided she wanted to do some OFW work and make some extra money, more than she could make here in Thailand. Originally, she had told me that she was going to be gone for 2 months, and I said, no problem. I can wait 2 months. It's not a big deal. And those 2 months came and went, and I didn't get a phone call or anything until about 2 more months. Overseas foreign worker, go more height. In other words, she went to China to work for a little bit, then she went to Malaysia to work for a little bit. Philthos, what's up, buddy? So she does this little tour around Southeast Asia and doesn't call me until she's in Malaysia. She had been back to Thailand, didn't call me while she was in Thailand, and went back to Malaysia and just called me one day and said, hey, by the way, I'm in Malaysia. I'm going to be here for 3 more months working. Just wanted to let you know, babe. So, in her mind, everything was fine. And in my mind, we don't do that in the West. I mean, or I don't anyway. You speak to me when just, every couple months and you're my girlfriend. I don't do that. And then it became months and months and months and months. Let me catch this comment real quick. I haven't watched your videos in a while because I'm going to be living in the Philippines, and this is a struggle with this long distance relationship I have, but we're making it work. Yeah, you can make it work for sure. Hey, Fuad, Tommy J, there's Tommy J. Got everybody but all your experience, but he's on a love mission over here in Thailand. And hey, Lee, good morning. Good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. Very much appreciate it. I like. Oh, you put 9 o'clock on the clock. I hear you. Yeah, I'm a few minutes early. DoMoreLife, when's the wedding? There's not going to be one. I'm going to tell you why. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. So after this goes on for about a year, she had asked me to give her a year to get hey Bisker, to get her financial self stable because she has a kid, and she said, could I wait for her for a year? And I was like, well, of course I can wait for you for a year, but I'm not waiting if you're going to be gone a whole year. And she was like, nope, I'm just going to work 2 months in China, and then I'll be back. That was the original, what she told me. So it came to pass, and it's been over a year. And I just heard I told you guys I got to see her weekend before last, or last weekend. I can't remember. And I really, yeah, bad idea. Go more high. I'm going to explain why. I really was excited to see her. But I realized something. This was what I mean by toxic relationships with Thai women. It could be any nationality, but she just happens to be Thai. It's not that there was any physical toxicity in the relationship. Nobody beat each other up or anything like that. Ever, never. Nothing even close. But there was an emotional toxicity because I'm running around thinking this whole time, I'm being careful with the girls I see, not to take anything to the next level because my girl's coming back at some point. And the truth of the matter is she's back, but she's still not back. I made it very clear, when you come back, move to Bangkok. Can live with me, no problem. And yes, you can go out and find a job here. She's got a degree in sports medicine, so she can find a job here, no problem. At a gym, being a professional masseuse, whatever the case may be, she could do that. Yeah, Hood Famous. I really was trying to be loyal to the girl, or at least have some sense of responsibility, adult responsibility. And I just decided that enough's enough, I've been waiting, and I keep saying, come to Bangkok, and she keeps saying soon. Well, you told me you was going to be in China for 2 months, and that was a year ago. You told me you were going to be in Malaysia 3 months, and that was 5 years ago. She ain't communicating, time to move on, easy with the internet. That's very true, Steve. Very good statement. But the problem is she communicates now that she's back in Thailand. So it's like, what is going on, right? Yeah, I've never been in a situation like this in my life, but it's toxic for me. And I think it's even toxic for her because emotionally, mentally, we're both people that digress too much, and then we're both people that think about the situation too much, and it causes problems. Of course she looks good. She's a very attractive young lady, and she's nice. That's what makes it even more difficult. She's nice. So she's contacting me now in Thai, or not so much. No, since she's been back in Thailand, she's been talking to me pretty much every day. Video chat, sometimes it's just text, but everything's been going fine. But the point I'm trying to make here is the emotional toll that it took on me because I have friends that go out every night. I have friends that go out 3 times a week, maybe. I have friends that go out 2 times a week, maybe. And they go out and they have so much fun dating here in Thailand because there are so many awesome Thai women that you can date. And I'm sitting here holding myself basically in chains, right? To hold on for this one girl because I feel like she may be the one. Well, there's no more of that. No more of that at all. Hey, Cody, good to see you, brother. In fact, I put an end to this, and the basic pool parties, yeah, relationship toxicity happens regardless of nationality. It's not a trait. I said that in the very beginning. It's not a trait, specifically a time to stop. I said that in the very beginning. If you read the stuff in the description of this video, it says this is not specifically related to Thai women. It can happen to anybody, anywhere in the world, under any nationality. And I've said that again now. So the toxicity became emotional for me because I was trying to hold my. Oh, okay. No problem, Stainless. No problem. Because my number one thing is I don't want to disrespect any nationality, anybody. Here's what I do want to make very clear to you guys that are thinking about breaking off a relationship with a Thai lady or anybody from Southeast Asia that I know, anywhere in the world really, but specifically here. What's up, Countdown? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. I hear you go, all right. When you end a relationship, and specifically in Thailand or in the Philippines for that matter, my experience I'm talking about, you need to do it humbly. You need to do it with a lot of respect. I don't care if everything in the relationship was her fault. You assign enough blame to yourself so that she feels better about the situation. Oh, okay, Joe. Sorry, bud. Sorry, man. It's all good. I wasn't mad at you anyway. It's all good though. Because you don't want to end something disrespectfully here and have the parents and the brothers and the sisters all come after you. Information travels super fast. Yeah, definitely. Stainless. All love is always, of course, man. Yeah, I've heard of that Hood Famous. I'm not really into that. Help her save face. That is exactly what I'm trying to say, Anna. They cannot lose face when the relationship is over. Okay, doesn't matter whether you think they have a lot of friends, no friends, or whatever. You would be surprised how many people come jumping out of the woodwork if you end a relationship and make your Thai lady or whatever nationality she may be, if you make them lose face. In other words, if you make them the guilty party and you show your proof of the guilty party, don't do it. Don't do it. So ending toxic relationships is healthy. It's very healthy. No matter how much it may quote unquote hurt. This doesn't really hurt. It's just like, I wasted basically a year of not going out quite as much, not dating hardly any at all. And it was because, I was holding out for this chick. So, oh my God. Let me just go ahead and do that right there. But yeah, when you end a toxic relationship, make sure you do it with the utmost respect, and make sure you do it for your emotional health because it's very important, very important for your emotional health. I do have to say that. I feel better already, and I'm like a lot looser, loosened up emotionally. Don't feel any attachments. Don't feel any need to text somebody first thing in the morning or text somebody the last thing before I go to bed at night, which is what I've been doing for the better part of months now. And detach myself from it. Now, there are different kinds of toxic relationships that don't have anything to do with, again, with nationality. But they can be toxic in much worse ways than this was toxic. And I don't want you guys to end up in that situation. So I'm telling you, when you end a relationship, especially over here, it is a little bit different than ending a relationship in the West. I got to say that because you end a relationship over here and they lose face, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. They actually have laws on the books for that. Did you know that in Thailand, if you tell a woman you love her and then you do anything with any other woman to prove that that statement was untrue, you can go to jail. Jail. It's true. Look it up. It's on one of the codes, one of the penal codes. Now I don't know if they would actually put you in jail for that, but I've seen similar things happen like that in the Philippines. I can tell you that. So that's all my caution, and that's the basic topic for today. Let me get into your guys' comments, and if you still have questions about toxicity and relationships and how to grow from. The good thing is I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Thai culture when it comes to dating from her. Learned a lot about that. So because to her, nothing's wrong. She's fine. She's like, well, why do you need to talk to me every day? I'm your girlfriend. Like, why do you need to talk to me every day? And I'm just thinking, I'm like, that's, because that's what I'm used to. And that, apparently the cultures are different. And I can't get mad at her because she grew up in a different culture. She can't get mad at me because I grew up in a different culture. So we very politely and with the utmost respect for each other, just decided that it's time to move on because I'm not waiting anymore. I've waited and waited and waited and waited, and I've kept hearing, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and none of it's come to fruition. So that's just a done for me. Now, let me see here. Where was that at? Leave in good terms. Hood says leave in good terms out of respect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cody, I've learned in life there are two types of people, whether it's a friend or a chick, they have a heart and are 100% true to us or another using you. That's pretty much. I agree. Hey, Daniel. See you, Jay. I'm out. Okay. Where did that go? Filtho says, for my own emotional health, I've done away with the blame game. Either we grow together or grow apart, no harm, no foul. That's exactly where my mentality is, Filthos. That's exactly where my head, what am I trying to say? That's where my mindset is right now. Cody says, and your odds of achieving that are about 10%. Hood says, yes, so true. Just takes a toll on your opportunities to meet other ladies. It does. And, I'm not going to be in Thailand forever, so I want to be able to experience what I want to be able to experience while I'm here. And don't waste time, bro. Exactly. Anon says the bright side is you saved a lot of money. That's true. That's one way to look at it. Right says, are you in the free and clear now? Yeah. Well, I mean, I should be because everything's been made. If there's any cleaning up left to do, I'll do that in the next day or two at the most. Anon says Thai girls can go from 0 to Mach 3 in about 6.5 seconds. Yes, that's true. I've seen that happen. Stuck in Florida says other mods. I'm going to be gone for about 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you for letting everybody know. Hood says I told one that I left her 3 days later. She made a big scene in front of a bar. That's happened. Cried and almost hit me with her heel. Ooh, that's bad. Right says I read a good book recently about dating. I'm not usually into self-help books, but I learned a lot. You did a book review on your channel. Is that the same book? Ross says it's been my experience. Toxic people hang out with other toxic people. Most of the time, that's true. However, we're not talking about a toxic relationship in the usual sense where you have toxicity, that like you have people with a lot of baggage or people with a lot of mental issues and they get together and that kind of thing. We're not talking about that kind of toxic. We're talking about it became toxic over time. Cody says, be right back driving. Oh, no problem. Steve says, dated a couple of Thai women and they were both different. One wants constant attention, other wanted distance. Keep the attentive one. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, I am now unchained for sure. Let's see. Careful. Yeah, I'm gonna let that comment come on in because that's a true comment there, Mr. Diaz. Fabe, good morning, Fabe. All is well over here. Have you tried dating amongst the expat community, Jeremy? No, I have not. I have not. There are many female expats over here, but I really didn't. At the risk of sounding cliche, okay, I didn't want to come over here and date a woman, another Western woman. Like I wanted to come over here and date Southeast Asian women. But at the same time, if the connection's there and everything's right, then I may do that. I may actually do that at some point. I don't know. Let's see here. Frank. Hey, Frank. Sorry, brother. I'm blessed. Been married with Deb for 41 years and together for 44. Yes, you are. And that's a big one, Hood, right there. If you don't love yourself first, you can't love anyone. And that's so true. That's so true. And in times like I've been going through recently, this is not about the girl either. Over the past few months, I've seen some really, really trying times in various aspects of my life. And I've had to teach myself how to love myself. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother discussion. But there's so much truth in that statement. Gilmore Hike says, yep, the pain before the game. Me, the author, and you made the same mistakes. He talks about bending over backwards to only his detriment until he learned his lesson. Okay. Is that a Robert book or an Addie book? I only caught just a minute. Guys, if I don't respond, this is something else I wanted to say. Well, I got 60 people watching. I want to make sure everybody knows. If you comment on my channel, okay, whether it be in the live stream or on a comment and on a video, if you say anything about this stuff that's going around in other countries and is now spreading, I have to remove the comment because YouTube will not let me talk about it. It just won't. I don't know why. It won't. It'll demonetize the video. Yes, Tommy, thumbs up, hit the like button. The like button is good for the YouTube algorithm. So thank you, Tommy. The other thing is you can't curse on the comments on my channel. You just can't. I mean, if it's something super simple, then I can probably let it squeeze by. But if it's tied, it depends on what it's tied to, really. So if it's tied to something crazy, then I probably can't let it go by. You can't call drinking companions in Pattaya BGs, if you know what I mean. And you certainly can't call them the H word. If you use any of those words, your comment's getting deleted. So, you have to, I'm just telling you, it's not me. I don't care what you say. You have the right to say anything you want to say, but I can't post it in the comment section. If you just want me to see something, then you can write whatever you want to because all my comments are held until I approve them. So that's fine. But I can't just know that I can't approve those things or respond to you. The only way I can respond back to you is by the comment being approved. And if I can't approve it, then I can't respond back to you. So it's not that I'm looking for you guys or that I'm deleting videos for you because you are doing bad things or whatever. Yeah, tour guides, Donnie, that works. Tour guides, drinking companions. Get creative with your word forms. You can't say LB. You can't. You can say LB, but you can't say the whole phrase. And just have YouTube is a platform that has its own standards, and as a creator on the platform, I have to follow them. YouTube didn't ask me to come here. I can't. I asked YouTube if I could post here. Philip though says no swearing. You lying dog face pony soldiers. I know what you. I know what you're referring to there. That's hilarious. David, good morning, man. Been a while. Just started work at 3 a.m. Hope you are doing well. I wish I wasn't 9,000 kilometers away from my Thai lady. I know you're right. I wish you wouldn't either, David. I'd love to see you when you come back in. Lady friend, absolutely. Hood famous. That's a good one. Hello from California. Roll says, hello to you, sir, from Bangkok, Thailand. Gilmore Hike says, look at the trending videos on any given day. That's the videos they want. That's 100% correct, in my opinion. Anon says, relaxation techniques. The Stainless. I have 4 nights booked at Buffalo Bill Hotel in Koh Chang from the 8th of March. That is non-refundable, but my plans change. You're welcome to them. Jeremy or anyone else can vouch for. Brother, let's talk via text message or via Facebook message after this, because number one, I'd love to take advantage of that. Number two, I actually have holidays to take in March, so that may be something doable. That may be something that's very doable. What's up, Steve? Good to see you, Mr. Sandman there. Gilmore Heights says a video where middle-aged men talk about societal issues don't bring in the money. That's true. But I'm sure Jim's here somewhere. I'm sure he'll get some kind of challenge started up at some point. If that's what you were referring to. I don't know. If he doesn't, it's fine. But I'm just saying, I'm sure he probably will. Let's see. Gilmore says, and people can accuse you of trying to profit off it. Yeah, of course they can. Of course. Tommy says, very nice, Stainless. I agree. Victory Lap Life, that's just the courtesy of that guy who I know is the Stainless up there. When he told me who it was, I felt stupid because he's one cool dude, man. One cool dude. Victory Lap says, can't wait to retire over there and join the expat channel wars. 8 more years. We don't do wars on this channel. That's another thing you can't do on this channel. No drama. None. Zero. We don't talk negatively about other vloggers on here. The only time I would do that would be as if it was something that was just like blatantly messed up real bad. But we don't do that either. Hood says, stuck Stainless. I canceled my April flight, and the Chinese said I get a full refund in 8 weeks. Cool. Bedtime for me now. Facebook me tomorrow if you want to talk about Koh Chang. I sure will, man. You know I will. And I appreciate it very much. I've been wanting to go to Koh Chang for a long time. I should have went when I lived in Rayong. That would have been much nicer, I should say. Filtho says, I hate how profit has become a bad word. If something is worth doing, it's definitely worth doing for profit. Of course, I agree 100%. Look at the weekend we had on here last weekend, right? Last weekend. You guys know how much closer you put me to finally getting a camera, a real camera that I can vlog with? I mean, it's it's amazing, and it's nothing but gratitude for me. That's why I wanted to take today, this Saturday's live stream, and just give you a real heartfelt topic, because it was, interesting, or I thought it was interesting anyway. Let me see what's going on up here. Lee says Western culture is different. Oops. Western culture is very different from Asian culture. The better command of the language can be helpful in developing a good relationship. You are so on point with that. So on point with that. That is definitely correct, Lee. Definitely correct. I need to learn Thai, and I made it my mission to start to learn a little bit of Thai every day. A little something here, a little something there. Trying my best to do what I can. What's up, Awi Bunny? I'm in Bangkok. Juan Pence says, can you say hello to Ian in Dublin, Ireland? Sure. Hi, Ian, or Ian, I guess would be the word. Hi, Ian. Ben's man, Thai women are like, can't leave that one, because you also have to have the government monitor social media over here too, and say anything bad about Thai nationals, then even if it's indirect, you can get in a lot of trouble. Cool, Mike, I love that. Mario and B, good morning. I'm doing great. Hope you guys are. Everybody says I will be in Thailand next Wednesday. Safe travels to you, my friend. Hope you have a good 3 weeks. Hood Famous says come up with a super chat. I appreciate that very much. I support your channel and the dream of freedom, living life, and that's exactly what's going to happen, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Don't forget my PayPal link is on the bottom. Well, we typically try to go through PayPal because YouTube takes 30% and PayPal only takes 3%, but nonetheless, I appreciate very much the super chat. It's the thought that counts, man. Where's Jim? Has anybody seen Jim or Roger? Roger got it started last week, and that was I didn't know what was going to happen, but looks like Hood Famous has gotten this started this week, and I really appreciate it very, very much. So thank you. Go More Hike has posted the PayPal link, so thank you for that. We'll see what happens. That was not a PayPal, by the way. That was just a regular ding. Emmanuel says, how far is Koh Chang from Chiang Mai? That's a long way. Chiang Mai is in the north of Thailand. Koh Chang is in the south eastern corner, unless I forgot something. Everybody says he'll be here for 3 weeks. That's awesome. So the women come up to you a lot, says Go More Hike. Not really, but you can go up to them, and rejection is just like something that doesn't happen very often. At the very least, you're going to get a cup of coffee and a conversation out of it if she can speak enough English, or if you can speak enough Thai. 1122 Redbird, what's up, bro? Great job on the channel and sharing info. Thank you so much, Redbird. I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. Here comes the first PayPal of the day. And Lee, as always, thank you so much for contributing. I very much appreciate it. Very, very, very much appreciate it. Guys, this is going a long, long way. You have no idea. If we have another Saturday today like we had last Saturday, I would literally be about $500 away about $600 away from camera time, and there won't be any need for another camera time anytime soon. Simply, but Lee, thank you very, very much. That's very, very much appreciated, and thank you, Go More Hike, for throwing the PayPal link up there. I really appreciate it. And 1122 Redbird, I really appreciate comments like that, because it lets me know that you guys appreciate the content, and that is actually important to me. Hood Famous says, yeah, anytime. Yes, we'll do. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Gotta go. Thanks, bud. Understood. No problem. Thank you very much for coming by. And I appreciate your super chat. Thank you. And thank you again. Let's see. Benzman says, I've been lucky. I've been with my Thai fiance for almost a year now, and we're getting married later this year. Yes, sir. That is definitely what I would call being fortunate for sure. Stuck in Florida, Koh Chang and Chiang Mai are about as far apart as you can get in Thailand. Yeah, it really is. Okay, good. Somebody hit him because we don't even want that name showing up there. Redbird says, are the ladies approachable? Like, will they politely accept your approach? In my case, I've never had a disrespectful approach encounter. So approaching them is not a problem. It's just, do you have anything in common? Do you what do you want to do next? What do you want to see them again? Do you want, what do you want from them? Is kind of depends on where the conversation goes. Me personally, if you just sit and talk to these girls for a while and let them talk to you and answer all their questions, where you're from, what you do when you lived, wherever you live, that kind of thing, you'll probably end up with a decent little conversation and maybe a date. You just never know. Wanda Pants said, you can interview me one night. I have gas stories, but very informal. Ooh, I don't know about that. Hood Famous says, nice. I would money like your blogs. Take care. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Emmanuel says, okay, how far is Koh Chang from Phuket? That's even, that's about the same distance. I would think. Well, it may be a little bit closer if you took the ferry. From Pattaya to what you call it, Phuket. That would be pretty cool. It'd be cool to make a trip just all along those stops there. That would be awesome. Cody in Texas says, good street food blog a couple days ago. Thanks, man. There's some good street food on that street, and there's also some other good street food in that area, and I'm very much looking forward to taking advantage of more street food. Mario and B says, what is the nearest beach near Bangkok? That's a good question. I would probably say Cham would be, or Wahan would be the closest beach or beach areas. That would be just my opinion. Mark says, just type your distance questions into Google and it will tell you miles per kilometer. That's true, Mark. Thank you. Lee says, it would be nice if you could find a Thai lady who likes photography. That would be super nice. And actually, it's not that hard because there are a lot of Thai women going around here that really, really carry their camera around their neck everywhere that they go. So that's awesome. Hopefully I can find one. We got a $10 contribution here, and let me cut out his name because I know he doesn't want his name put up there. $10 contribution. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it very much. Very, very much. Very, very much. And I say that lightly because he's also a good friend. Let's see. Redbird says, but back to Lee's point, that doesn't seem like it would be a really hard thing to do. So I would definitely be looking for that, and that's what I'm talking about. Finding somebody that has your interest. Finding somebody that you have the shared interest with, right? The shared interest is the big, big, big thing. Sure, you can have a great physical connection, but that's only going to last so long. That's not going to carry the relationship forever. It just won't. You can try, but it won't. You got to have some emotional connection. You have to have some things in common. At some point, you just have to. And that's why Lee's saying find somebody who likes photography, because I love photography and I love videography. So very good comment, Lee. Thank you. Redbird says, when I was there, it seemed like ladies were kind of cold in public at restaurants, but come to find out, it's more because they're just about using their English with native speakers. Agree? Yes, I agree. They get embarrassed. They don't want to be embarrassed. Excuse me. They don't want to be embarrassed by using their or by speaking in English because they're scared that they're going to mess up or whatever. But what we most of us want them to understand is we don't care. Like, even if you speak really, really bad English, I can still string words together and understand what you're saying. The problem is, can they understand what you're saying? That's where the typical, you know what I mean? That's where the typical thing comes in. And if I try to speak Thai, woo, that makes it very, very difficult. But I agree, Redbird. Thank you. One Pants says, how much for the interview? Come on, pal. First time I went to Pattaya, was 24 years old and 37 now. I have some good stories. There's no price on the interview. I don't know. I might do it. Just depends. I'm a really, really, really busy guy. So it just depends. Well, you're welcome to hit me up on Facebook Messenger. No problem. John, good to see you. Same is not far from back. What? Go right says, so what's your game plan with women? You need to find a rich one. Yeah, I do need to find a rich one, that's for sure. Oh, Jim is alive and well. Jim is alive and well. He has thrown down his $10 contribution, so he'll probably start some kind of challenge with that, I'm sure. Let me get down to him here somewhere. Yeah, he's down there. All right, he says, challenge just sent through PayPal. You sent $10. What's the challenge? Let's see. Where was I at? Victor, cheers, man. Hanging with my girlfriend at Koh Larn. Cool. I love Koh Larn. Very good island. Oh, John says Koh Samet. I got you. Yeah, Koh Samet. Koh Samet's a good island. I went with Ross to Koh Samet. We had a good day that day. We had a really good day that day. And it didn't cost us a lot of money either. Tommy J says Hood use a different word. Oh, he's got you. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy, for moderation. That's awesome. Someone that's into filming and photography. Yes. Ross says, JC, that's not always true. You know, me and my wife, we're very different. I'm just speaking from my own personal experience, Ross. For me, that's always been true. And on some level, you know, you and your wife have to have something. You got to have something in common. I mean, you're not too different. I'm not going to talk about your relationship on on here. That's not my place to do. But in my opinion, you have to have something in common that you like, even if it's just each other. You have to have something in common, and it helps when you do have a relationship like yours, where you know your partner is very supportive, because both of you are very supportive of each other. So that's more where I was leaning with the comment. Read note on PayPal. Okay. Read note on PayPal. Hang on, guys. I got to read note on PayPal. This is from Jim. Every time you get 5 people to match my $10, I will double my contributions up to $100. There you go. So Jim says 5 people matching his $10 contributions, he will double his contributions up to $100. That's his challenge to put out. Awesome, Jim. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let's see, where were we? Hood famous cool Tommy. David says, got to drive to the airport. Have a good one. Take care, everyone. You too, David. Make that money, man. Got emotional thinking about her. I hear you, Hood. Anon says at 11:22 Redbird regarding cold in public women, there is a cultural thing against public displays of affection. That's also true. There is a thing against public displays of affection, but it's not always bad. There is some displays of public affection here, but I don't see a lot. It may happen more than I see. Cody says, Dad always told me marry a woman with a rich dad. Then he would show me his smooth hands while saying and learn how to deal with the. It's crazy. Steak Florida says, Hood famous, a lot of women with regular jobs like to travel to those places just to hang out for the weekend to party. That's true. Someone told me that if she doesn't get along with her dad or never met him, be careful. That's probably a good thing. It could be, depends on the person. The kangaroo, what's up? Good day to you, sir. Yep, Jim, I got you, and I read that out. Filtho says, I usually just point out that their English is still way better than my Thai, and that impressive. Yeah, there you go, Filthos. That's a good, very good way to do things right there. I haven't even thought about doing things like that myself. That's very good. Very, very good. Jim says he's back. And we're glad to have Jim back. And where'd Roger go? Is he still here? Let's see. Anon says, if you want to meet normal Thai ladies, I strongly recommend the app Speaky. I will download that as soon as this is over. Thanks, Anon says a few people. One opinion says, did you ever have an argument with a motorbike taxi driver for being too drunk? Not for being too drunk, just for not figuring out where he was going, but that may have been because he was too drunk. I'm not sure. Prance, what's up? I want to go to YN, but I'm too busy with my apprenticeship right now. What's your apprenticeship? I'm just curious. You don't have to put it out if you don't want to, but that's interesting. Well, I would love to go to YN and just hang out for a day. But I don't know if there's a lot there to do other than the beach or the beaches. Not sure. Victor says, got to run, heading for the beach. Cheers. Good luck, Victor, and have a good day at the beach. Have a good day. The famous says, wow, Anon, very smart app. Makes sense to meet good women. Thanks. What is this thing called again? Download the app Speaky. Let me just download the app Speaky real quick. So this is what we do. Real-time education right here. Speaky. Speaky. Speaky languages. Get. I think I gotta put my thumbprint on it. Yes, and ta-da! Okay, it's downloading. So thank you for that. Carolina Hillbilly, what's up? Freezing cold in the Carolinas tonight. I heard it was. I heard you guys got some snow yesterday. I saw some pictures from my friends on Facebook, and I was so jealous. I was like, gosh, I would just love to see some snow. But I'll get to see it again one day. Yeah, more power to him for sure. One opinion says, Prince, have you been to Pattaya? I'm pretty sure he's been to Pattaya. Redbird says, Jeremy, have you noticed prices of things dropping since the visa issue changes and the have you noticed the prices of things dropping since the visa issue changes and the baht got weaker? Any noticeable effect so far other than less Western expats? I've seen the only thing I've seen in terms of pricing dropping is I haven't seen prices drop. I've just seen the exchange rates go up because the bot has weakened some. So you know, here's what it is. Mr. McGee, thank you very much. This was the guy that got the rocket ship started last weekend, and I appreciate Roger your contribution there. So Jim, there's 20 of your 50 you were looking for, because I think that's what you were looking for was 50 total, right? Redbird says, yeah, I haven't seen really any prices drop. Weird things happen here in Thailand when business is not, when tourism is down and when businesses are at the lowest, they tend to raise prices instead of, slashing prices to get people in. It's I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me. It's not obviously not bad, weird on them because that's what they do. Jim says, okay, guys, the challenge is out. Let's see how much you can make me pay by the end of the night. Jim is ready to pay, and appreciate you putting that out there, Jim, for sure. And I says, Hood Famous, the only thing is that you need to act very respectfully. A lot of frank creeps make it bad for the rest of us. That is one of the truest statements that has ever been written on any of my live streams. Because a lot of these Farangs are just creepy. They are. There are a lot of foreigners that come over here that just creep women out. The more you act like a normal person, the better your chances are. I'm just saying. Gilmore Hike says, what do you think of the concept of don't over pursue a woman? I have just learned that concept in full, Gilmore Hike. And I will say, here's the answer to that question. People that want you in their life will make you a part of their life, right? People when people act like they don't care, believe them. That's it. I just took my own advice. So when there will be no more over pursuing of anything, that includes friendships with men, women, children. Well, not children, but men, women, anywhere, whether it be in Thailand or back home, all that stuff. Redbird says, absolutely, their English is better than our Thai. I try to tell them that too. Yeah, it usually is. It really is. No green drink, says Lyle. I drank it before the live stream. I got up about 7 this morning for some reason, which was really weird. If you guys are enjoying the content, please hit the thumbs up button. That definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it very much. Roger had a message held for review. Wonder what he did. My name is Prince. You need to team up with DoMoreLife. That'd be great. That would be great. We tried to get together the last time he was down. I think I was still living in Rayong at that time, or I had just moved to Bangkok. I can't remember. But I'm definitely looking to do some collaborations at some point. Yeah, respectful works and get to learn more Thai for sure. Redbird says looks like a language app. It seems to be. I don't know. I hadn't taken a good look at it yet. My name is Prince. Says my apprenticeship. I'm getting certified as a personal trainer with GMB Fitness for calisthenics gymnastics training. You're doing that here in Thailand? Yeah, let me know if you're doing that here in Thailand. Stuck in Florida says, very true, Roger McGee. I don't know what it says. Go to Japan to see the snow. I would not go to Japan right now for sure. Hood Famous says, yes, it's to practice, but very great app. And on your smart man 5. He is a smart man. He always has a lot to contribute to this channel in terms of knowledge and that kind of thing. Be More Ron says, I thought all the nice girls were on Tinder. You can find them on Tinder, that's for sure. We got Lee to match up here, and so there's 25 from Lee, and 20 was from somebody else. That's why I say 20%. Lee, first of all, thank you again. That's 50 total dollars that you've contributed today, and I very, 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 very much appreciate it. Thank you, truly, thank you. Roger sent 20, and Lee sent 25. That was after your 10, Jim. So I guess you're looking for what, $5 more before you double or whatever. Not sure, but thank you guys so much for the contributions. You have no idea how close we're getting to travel, and I'm gonna have some days off in March, and I'm definitely not gonna just hang around and shoot talking head videos. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna record more Bangkok and more of other places as well. Beamer Ron said, "Nice girls on Tinder." I met a nice girl on Tinder, believe it or not. I met her. That was the very first girl I met in Thailand. Again, that was a mutual separation that just happened because I had to move around to go to work, and she lived in Bangkok for her work. So it was what it was. Raspberry Candy says there's a gorgeous old hotel in Wahan called the Railway Hotel. Beautiful, really worth visiting. Thanks, man. Or Kennedy, whoever you are, man, woman. Philtho says, I don't know about the father relationship comments. About the time I hit 45, daddy issues became my best friend for 28 to 35-year-old gals, at least in the USA. Interesting. That is interesting. Ross says bot is up to 31.58 this weekend. That's awesome, dude. That's a much better exchange rate than it was about a month ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Prince says I may go to Japan to see my coach, but I don't want to see any snow. I hear you, man. I'm just one of those people that misses snow. Rob says, after living in Thailand, I can honestly say I haven't gotten any better at keeping a relationship, but I have gotten much better at breaking up. I can see that. And to me, that makes sense. Because think about it, in the West, we storm out, we throw things, we curse each other out and all that stuff. You can do that over here, but the consequences for doing that are just, potentially not good. I'm gonna leave it at that. Not good. But that's a good comment, Rob. Thank you. Hood Famous says most women. I thought you were going to bed or something. Hood Famous says most women learn at home from watching their fathers treat their moms with love and respect. If they don't have that, they will lash out eventually. That is a good point. That is a very, very, very good point. Hood Famous. I like that. Ross says, Be more on. Nicest girls don't hang out online. They have jobs and are busy having a real life. The first girl I talked to in Thailand, I actually met her on Tinder, and she was pursuing a master's degree, which she has now, in civil engineering, and she worked 40-hour week job, and she went to school full time on Saturdays and Sundays and at nights. So maybe they're not hanging out online like on Top Friendly and calling back or hanging out on Tinder. According to the girl that I met first time, she had only put her profile up on Tinder because one of her friends dared her to. She didn't have time to date, and somebody just dared her to, and I just happened to run across her picture. So, again, one of those things that can be. Redbird says absolutely. The disrespectful Frangs ruin it for everyone. That's true, man. Good advice, Jeremy. Thank you, sir. Hood Famous says best advice. True J, thank you. Ross says Redbird, sadly there are lots of those Frangs over here. Yes, they are. Tommy White, live and learn and do more life. I agree. Tommy J says, Redbird so true. Stuck in Florida. Ross and Rayon. I know plenty of women with really good jobs that are perfectly respectable that are online. So do I. But I also know Ross, and I know what he was getting at when he said that. So it's all good. Hood Famous, do more life if you're in Bangkok or Pattaya in June, and I'll get you some Leos. Well, we can certainly hang out, but I don't drink. But you can buy me all the Coca-Cola that I could possibly drink. Ross says, taking Florida, your experience has been different from mine. Must be the ones I know are not on dating app. And that happens. That's why I love this live chat, because we have different experiences. Everybody has a different thing. It's all good. Gun White says, another concept from that book, a woman will chase after an alpha male, but never will be satisfied with a beta male provider. A beta male will never be able to do enough to keep her happy. I'm going to read that book. That sounds good. Who we got here? I won't show his name because I haven't seen his name on online, but Jim, there you go. There's $20 more in the kitty. I think that surpasses your 50 for the challenge. Thank you very much, sir, who delivered that $20 contribution. I genuinely appreciate it. And US dollars go a long way over here. I'm just saying, US dollars go a long way. So thank you, and thank you again, sir. Appreciate that very much. Let's see. Yeah, I read that Gilmore Height comment. I definitely want to read after that. Anon says, on that app, I've met everything from doctors to college students, all the way from Chiang Rai down to Trang, from Mudokon. I've been up there to Katchenbury is how that's how I pronounce it. It's probably wrong, but I've been there too. XRP, Gilmore Height. Was it Gilmore Height? Gilmore Height. Yeah, drop the name of that book. Send it to me via Messenger, please, so I can look it up and download it. Because I definitely want to read that. Anon says on that app. And Anon, also, could you clarify on that app? Do you mean the language app you're talking about, or are you talking about Tinder or something like that? Because I would be very interested to hear exactly which app you're talking about. XRP Bull on the Moon. I do more life. Do you own a business in Thailand? No. Curious, as I'll be back out again in March, and there is a business I'm interested in. Also, what do you think of Airbnb in Thailand? I think it's a good way to make money, as long as you do it legally. It's a great way to make money. Airbnbs are very, very, very popular over here, and yeah, I think it's a good way. Rob says, sometimes I go to places that I have 5 ex-girlfriends in 1 square block, and all of them will still have a beer with me. That's great. That was a lot of work keeping those friendships. Have to be humble here. Absolutely. No matter how nice you are, well, that's true. Stuck in Florida says, talking to Ross, most of them are from Bangkok, and it's ladies that don't like to go out to the bar, so they have a hard time meeting people. You make a solid point there. One Pen says, I live on Ireland, and our Chinese players are asking, thank you, Go Mike, are asking us to send, yeah, we're not going to talk about that because YouTube doesn't like it. Sorry, man. Russ is stuck in Florida. Me being in suburban Thailand is a bit different. I'm sure it is. XRP says, good to see part of the XRP community here. Well, I haven't seen much of I'm not familiar with the XRP community. Perhaps I should look at it. But thanks for the comment, Greg. I appreciate it. Gotcha. Filtho says nice and insatiable is not an impossible combination in a woman. That's true. At least you got a bunch of cameras out there and got the thumbs up. It's coming. It's coming. It's going to take a while. It's still going to take a little bit, but it's definitely coming. Definitely coming. It's tax season, so I shouldn't have to pay any taxes, but I'm going to make sure of that first. It's also in June, I have to re up my insurance, which talk to Ross. Oh, Ross says, got to bounce. Talk to you soon. Okay, Ross, take care, brother. Appreciate you moderating. Thank you. But I got to re up my insurance, and then that's about $1,200 or something like that. But that's all money that I've been putting back for anyway. So the more we get on Saturdays between now and the camera I'm looking at is supposed to come out at the end of or during April, at some point during April. And when it comes out, then I'll be ready for it. I already have a lens for the camera. And I'm very, very excited to get the camera itself because it's literally a hybrid one and done, do it all camera. And I love that. Gomer Hike says, hey Prince, what's the best thing you've learned since you've been in Thailand? Jeremy, same question. Since I've been in Thailand, the best thing that I've learned is whatever immigration says, they're right. And don't argue with people in authority. In fact, don't argue with Thais at all. Just don't argue. Even if you know for 100% certainty that you're right, they're wrong, just don't argue. Don't argue. Bite the bullet, swallow the pride, be humble, and you will have nothing. Usually, you will have nothing to worry about. Good question, though. Ross says up 4% in just a few weeks. If things continue, the trend could put the bot over 32 by Thai New Year. I hope so. That would be cool. One Pence says, come on, pal. Most of them are from East Side. They can't even find Thailand on a map. We don't talk about the citizens of the country like that. I'm sorry, bud. We don't do that. We don't do it. Okay, later, Ross. New York Frank says about that time night, brother. All right, Frank, take care, man. About that time, you're my people. I love that. Redbird said, wait, where was I? Redbird says, I think just using basic Thai words such as hello, thank you, you're welcome, all in Thai, of course, etc., goes a long way in showing respect to Thai ladies and all people in general. Easy to learn. I would say that you are 100% correct, Redbird. I have no disagreement with that comment at all. In fact, I'm just learning to say hello and thank you. And I've been here almost 2 years, but I've been really working my butt off since I've been here. I'll be here 2 years in April. So it's been a minute. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link, Go More Hike. I appreciate that. XRP says, why not super chat? Because I can answer that question for you. Very easy. YouTube takes 30% of the super chat, and PayPal takes 3% of whatever you contribute. So if you want more of your money to go to YouTube than actually come to the channel, you can super chat away. But we use PayPal to avoid that. And I'm sure somebody be putting that up there. Greg says, Jeremy, I've been watching you for a while, just haven't ever commented before. I like listening. No worries with that, Greg. I appreciate it. I'm glad you've been watching, man. And appreciate it very, very, very much. Stuck in Florida. I have no idea what you said there. Kachan Aburi. I think you were telling me how to say that. I got you. Roger says, I'll contribute $1 for every DoMoreLife video that is shared by the end of this live chat, up to 50. That's interesting. So everybody go find your favorite DoMoreLife video and share it and somehow prove it to Ross. I don't know how you can prove that one, but or Roger, excuse me. Prove it to Roger and we'll get another $50 for the channel. I like it. Ty says, hey, Tommy and Jay and Ross. Good to see you, Ty Z. Tommy says, great, Roger. Yeah, it's always great to have. We're building. Eventually, we'll get the funds right, and I'll be able to do the traveling. And once I get this camera, the everything else it's going to go back to its original form, which is I'll have less equipment to buy, but I'll probably travel more because I really, really want to use this camera. This camera's awesome. And I'm very excited about it. Hood Famous says, DoMoreLife, this app called Meet Me Live. Tons of Thai girls making tons of money where they, with gifts of 100K diamonds, gives them 2,000 US dollars, are making it killing. Meet Me Live. I have to check that out. I have a theory behind that. Roger says, count them up and let me know how many you get, Jeremy. Oops, shared. Okay. Go More Height says, Hood Famous, it sounds kind of dubious to me. Yeah. Sounds kind of like being at work. Don't argue even when you're right. I know, right? But that's unfortunately that's how it is here. Go More Height, yes, they go live just like this, and men give them diamonds, and then they exchange for dollars. I've been streaming there. Also, only made $100. So, hey, that's 100 more than you had, man. My name is Prince. Best thing I've learned since I've been in Thailand is you have to be patient. People are on a different clock over here. That is the number one thing I've learned as well. You have to be patient. There's not a lot of proactive things that go on over here. This is a reactive society, and that's just the way it is. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's not the way I was used to living. So and I says, yeah, on Speaky. Okay. But Famous says, okay, so I donate on PayPal from now on. Cool. Yeah. PayPal is the better way to go. And try not to use the word donate because I don't want people to think that we're taking donations on this channel. We're taking contributions to improve my ability to travel and to improve the quality of video that comes out of the on this channel. So I don't like the donate thing. It makes me a little uncomfortable. And on 5.5, it's for language practice, but a lot of Thai girls want to meet be friends. Gotcha. This is for your channel, not for YouTube. Understood. And by the way, a pro tip on Speaky, more often than not, they'll reach out to you. Love it. Go More Height says, Prince, you need to get into Star Trek. I like Star Trek better. Phil says, oh, in addition to the basic words, the lady seems to love a guy who can actually do a proper way. Know the three kinds of ways for different authority levels. Oh, you're talking about the why. Okay. And it will pay off. Go More Height, I agree with that. Phil, those one apiece. I could call you now. We try for the laugh. I don't know. Very confused about what you're trying to get at there, man. My name is Prince. There's a video of me debating a Star Trek fan at a YouTube event. I won the debate because I knew more about Star Trek than him, but I won't be doing Star Trek videos. Let's see. Prince says, and the breaker tripped for the circuit that powers the hot water heater and the kitchen outlets. My landlady asked if we have power and running water. Not. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let me check the shares on Facebook here. And it's like we got a few. Very interesting. Okay, so that's Hang on a second, guys. I want to be sure I give the right number here. So that's 3 so far. Yeah, if you're unable to contribute today, you can help the channel by sharing the video. Let's go. Why are you just saying? Absolutely. You just take your favorite video from this channel and share it. It really is that easy. My name is Princess. She will get maintenance on it. I guess I'll be able to take a hot shower after song crying. That's funny. Stuck in Florida says high expectations there, Prince. Yeah, I know, right? Definitely high expectations. So I believe it's probably about time to wrap this thing up. There's a fourth shared video. Roger, I believe you were doing the shared video, so there was 4 of them total while the live stream is going on. And I can do that by going to my Facebook. And yes, the notifications continue to update on the videos. So 4, that's total. I think it's yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Stuck in Florida. Yeah, I read that one. My name is Prince is an optimist. I like that. Well, she said they came up Thursday, but we were at the movies the breaker trip a week ago. That's funny. Emma's channel. Hi from Atlanta, Quinn Jeremy. Hi from Bangkok, Emma. Yeah. Lee gave the time again. Have a great day. Thank you so much for your contributions. Very, very, very much. Appreciate them. Very, 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 very much. Gilmore Hike says, Prince, this is a pivotal moment in the hero's journey. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to, but I'm sure it's something very good. So, for everybody that came out today, I just want to say thank you so very much for being a part of the DoMoreLife fam. And hopefully bigger and better things are coming. I'm going to try to do something today at a sauna and see what I can get done there. That's right. Just another obstacle for the journey. And that's how we learn, is by overcoming those obstacles. So, good head on your shoulders there, Prince. You're welcome. Be more on. And just want to tell everybody else, I love you. I mean it. Thank you for coming out. I was glad to see the numbers today. Tommy and everybody else, Go More Hike, Ross, Stuck, you got, and Jim. You guys have done a tremendous job moderating, and I really, really, really thank you guys for the way you moderate this channel. It really helps me. So I hope the topic came through well. And yeah, stay away from toxic people. It is a good motto. Very, very good. Well, not just a motto, it's good practice. And stay on your purpose. I like that. Go More Hike. Very good. And no energy vampires. So, with that being said, whatever you do today, guys, do more life. Love you. See you on the next one.